What if the Australian dream turned into a nightmare? In 2025, sweeping immigration reforms might shatter the hopes of thousands living in the land down under. These changes could affect citizenship, permanent residency, and the very fabric of Australian society. Stick around as we unveil the critical details behind these controversial policies and what they mean for you and Australia's future. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Australia has always been a beacon for immigrants, welcoming skilled workers, dreamers, and families from around the world. But now, the country is poised for a radical transformation. Starting in 2025, unprecedented immigration reforms are set to tighten citizenship and permanent residency pathways, leaving millions of immigrants anxious about their futures. The Australian government says these changes are necessary to protect national interests and strengthen the immigration system. But critics argue this overhaul risks eroding trust, dividing communities, and pushing skilled professionals out of the country. So, what's behind these controversial reforms? And how might they reshape life in Australia for citizens, immigrants, and society at large? Let's explore. The changes slated for 2025 will impact two primary groups: naturalized citizens and permanent residents. 1. Stricter Australian citizenship rules. Periodic reviews. Even after gaining citizenship, naturalized individuals will face regular assessments to confirm their alignment with Australian values, institutions, and way of life. Language proficiency. Maintaining citizenship will require continued proficiency in English, with testing every few years. Civic engagement. Citizens must actively participate in activities that demonstrate a commitment to Australia, such as volunteering or other community-based programs. Rule of law compliance. Strict adherence to Australian laws will be monitored, with violations potentially leading to the revocation of citizenship. 2. Tougher permanent residency requirements. Higher entry barriers. Language proficiency tests will become more rigorous, raising the bar for those hoping to secure permanent residency. Loyalty checks. Permanent residents will be subjected to periodic assessments to prove their continued allegiance to Australian values and customs. Mandatory civic activities. Participation in civic activities, such as local initiatives, will be required to retain residency status. Risk of revocation. Failing to meet these new benchmarks could result in the loss of permanent residency, uprooting families and careers. These reforms aren't just changes to policy, they represent a seismic shift for the millions who live and work in Australia, including skilled workers, professionals in healthcare, IT, education, and other high-demand sectors who have built their careers in Australia. Entrepreneurs and innovators, business owners who have contributed to the economy and technological growth. Families, immigrants who've raised children, bought homes, and invested in their local communities. For these groups, the reforms raise critical questions. Will their years of hard work and contributions be enough to secure their place in Australia? What happens if they fail to meet the new criteria? For many, these changes are more than just bureaucratic hurdles. They're life-altering challenges. Fear of losing one's citizenship or residency status creates constant anxiety for families. Immigrants feel betrayed by a system they trusted to provide stability and opportunity. The looming threat of deportation weighs heavily on individuals who've spent decades calling Australia home. Legal and administrative fees for navigating the new processes can run into thousands of dollars. Additional costs for mandatory language tests, civic engagement programs, and other requirements add to the strain. Losing residency or citizenship could force families to abandon homes, careers, and businesses. These reforms could have far-reaching consequences for Australian society and its economy. 1. Brain drain. Skilled workers and entrepreneurs may leave Australia for countries with more welcoming immigration policies, leading to a significant loss of talent. Industries like healthcare, technology, and education may face severe workforce shortages. 2. Economic decline. A reduction in skilled immigrants could hinder innovation and economic growth. Businesses dependent on immigrant labor could struggle to operate, causing job losses and disruptions. 3. Social fragmentation. Stricter immigration policies could deepen divides between native citizens and immigrant communities. The sense of belonging and unity that defines multicultural Australia may erode. These reforms protect Australia's national security and cultural integrity. Tightening eligibility ensures only the most committed individuals gain citizenship or residency. The changes close loopholes and prevent exploitation of the immigration system. The reforms disproportionately target certain immigrant groups, fueling xenophobia and mistrust. Periodic reviews and loyalty tests create unnecessary stress and instability for residents. Australia risks losing its reputation as a welcoming and inclusive nation. For those affected, preparation is key. Here's what you can do to navigate these changes. 1. Stay informed. Follow updates from the Australian government and trusted immigration experts. 2. Improve your skills. Focus on language proficiency and civic engagement to meet new criteria. 3. Seek legal advice. Consult with immigration lawyers to understand your rights and options. 4. Plan ahead. Consider alternative pathways, such as migrating to other countries with more stable immigration systems. 2025 will mark a turning point for Australia's immigration policies. The question remains, will these reforms strengthen the nation or create divisions that could take decades to heal? For immigrants and their families, the stakes couldn't be higher. The future of their lives in Australia depends on their ability to navigate this uncertain landscape. What's your take on Australia's 2025 immigration reforms? Do you think these changes are necessary or too extreme? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to HD World Plus, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on global news, hidden facts, and life-changing opportunities. Together, let's uncover the truth and stay informed. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay curious and empowered with HD World Plus.